Alright, let's try this again. See if the frame rate issue is gone. I'm still getting everything adjusted on screen, so give me that. It does this every time I restart for some reason. Looks like the issue with the dropped frames is gone. So there's that. And we are back rolling again. Apologize for the delay, guys. We are back on track. So, anyway, Arum, Xenial banned for Kranis Gaming. We got Violet so far for ATF. We'll just get that stuff rolling. Let's back up. Alright. So Superman, we got a sub in on the ATF team. Sitgo swapping with Jack Me Off. It's tough to even say that. Like I just don't want to. Which is exactly why he did it, I think. So we got Superman, Xenial, Arum banned for KZ Gaming, and Rourke, Scud, and Violet banned on ATF. Lindis would have been the obvious pick, I guess, there. So we got that. Looks like Slim's going to Artemis. Not sure what Frosty's going to do. He's pretty good with the game, so he's not really set to one subset of characters. Obviously, the Roxy thing did not work in the previous match. But I think really the issue was not her. It was more their team build had enough CC that I'm not sure there would have been a direct counter. I mean, for one character anyway. Launch. And stream is live again. Alright. Now that that's done, so we have Natalia for Ninja. We got Sitgo rolling with Butterfly, maybe? Yeah, Butterfly. Chognar and Grak. So pretty good theoretical build coming from the ATF side, and looks like, I guess we've got movement, and Teamy, which is, I mean, that's challenging. So slows from Chognar, Grak's hook. Natalia's 2, which is that ball, is pretty good if you're consistent with it, because the initial hit stuns, then it slows for I think 2 seconds. It's pretty awesome. What's up, Chewy? Alright, so we ended up going Slims, Toothpicks getting Slims. So we've got some some pretty high damage potential on ATF. On the side of Kranis Gaming, Roxy, I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about that character. She seems good. We got Omen, who's a pretty good just lockdown character. He does some solid damage. Raz, who is pretty much the bane of my existence. I do not like Raz. His mobility is insane. He does an unnecessary amount of CC. Yeah, and Crit, I don't know exactly how to do what you're asking me to do, but I will look into that later as far as commentary and stuff like that. But currently, I just don't know, man. So, we will see what we got. Lindis is just scary in general. I just get a screenshot just because I love these things. Random information, but they released the Christmas skins this past week. I got the Christmas skin for Natalia, and I was way more excited than a grown man should be about getting a stupid skin for a character in a game. Especially that. Like, I don't need that much pink in my life. I really do like the purple, though. I think the Shutterbug skin, to me, is the best. And you know, I was talking to somebody about this. I think my wife and my daughter. But Chognar should have a beach skin. Elephants play in the water. Just give me something. Give me a Chognar skin. I would like to see that. I think the world would like to see that. Is the frame rate better? It's showing 0% dropped, but just want to make sure we're good there. We got a mass of ATF in the jungle. They start spreading out, and Teamy doesn't move in, actually. Got Chognar just taking a little bit of damage right now, so Sitgo can get that buff. And now, Butterfly, rather, sorry. Looks like Slims is going to hang in. Natalia pushes back with her 2. And Raz doing Raz stuff. Just, God, he's brutal. He's got crazy solid range, and he can move. Roxy gets first blood. So KZ is up. Raz gets number 2. Lindis gets number 3. That was close. But she rolls back into her jungle. Teamy basically just distracting. And Omen up top with the other side of the jungle. We got Natalia Grack hanging in there in mid. Raz is still putting pressure on. And pretty much just a line on either side of the river for both teams. Got a little bit of action going on here. Oh man, you should really know not to play Chognar because I'm going to judge you. I don't mean to be that way. It's just something about him. And you can play anybody else. But if you're going to chog, just chog the right way. Chog. So anyway, we got a little further pushback through ATF's own jungle. So they're basically pretty much being bottlenecked into the mid. They can't really. Looks like he's going to get on this side of the jungle, but Teamy's going to move in quick and take advantage of that. Pull the Sage buff. Hopefully, well, I have no opinion. Yeah, it's not worth the risk. They're too close. And when they're putting that much pressure on you, you can't really go in, or that'll happen. So we're 7-0. KZ. They're going to take the Sage buff. And Natalia there to kind of push Raz back. Hopefully enough. But probably not. He's just able to move entirely too far. Entirely too fast. And bottom tower goes down. Looks like Chognar is down. Like, personally, as someone to whom Chognar is very near and dear, it's really tough to fight Raz. I think every character I play has problems with Raz. Natalia goes down. Slims gets away. Grak pulls Teamy in. Teamy lives. And they're able to put pressure on the top tower and take it. Bottom tower also goes down. And that's her ult. She basically just connects to you and drags you wherever she wants. I'm not entirely sure if it's like a debilitating thing, if it stuns you. I mean, you're still moving because it's dragging you, but I don't know exactly. I don't know what options you have. Like, can you still attack, or are you stuck? Because I really haven't spent very much time on her. So they push back the one wave. They still have all high ground towers, which may not be the case for long, but they are able to kill Roxy. Yes. It was 12-2. Farming, we're looking at a level 5 or Chognar versus a level 10 Raz. I mean, it's really tough to combat that, because at that point he's doing so much damage that, I mean, there's no amount of items can really make up for that. Natalia pushing them back as best she can. Fortunately, all the high ground towers are still up. Natalia just out of reach with that ult, and Butterfly goes down. We've got Slims goes down. Teamy lives. Teamy dies. It's nothing against Doze, but it's important to me that Teamy dies because he looks so stupid. I've made that point before. They're going to get the tower. We got everybody kind of huddling up on the one side. Top tower will likely go down next. But mid's getting some heat too, so that should be the end of that. Well, maybe mid goes. Top has hardly any life left. And top goes down. And soon after, see, Raz. Oh, Raz, Raz, Raz. So that's a difference of 14,000 gold. So obviously, you're not gonna win that. Lindis with 5,600 versus Slims with 28. I mean, it's just per tune. And Raz with 9-0. So that's going to be the end of that particular match. Let's see. I'm going to take a look in the other. Take a look on the other side. See how it's going for the other guilds. Alright. So what that does, I'm just looking at the bill, it's going to send. What? I did this earlier. Don't make me do it again. Yeah. Well, you're not going to get to see all that. So, while I'm working on that, I'll pull up the brackets. And it just does not want me to log in, it seems. Do I remember my password? I do. Alright, that was easy. So, we've got Krana's Esports. Why? Log in? What do you mean log in? I just did. You guys. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh. Yeah, I didn't hit the start the tournament button. So we are going to send. How does this work? Because I was pretty sure. We're going to say, let's try this. We'll go to 0. There we go. That's actually pretty interesting. So let's see where we're at on here. Get a Discord link to spectate while my team plays. What? I mean, I will definitely give you a Discord link to whatever you would like. I don't. Huh. APOC, I do not know what you're asking me, but I will give you anything that you would like. Just let me know. I'm gonna see if I can find you a direct message, and you can probably explain to me why I'm being an idiot and what you mean. Alright. But yes, I'll give you anything that you need. So we've got that taken care of. Looks like fundamentals and team demons. It's still, that one's still going, so we don't know who won that yet or who is winning. Can't stay in my Discord with my team because I could be accused of cheating. Oh, fair enough. All right. Does anybody know who is winning in the fundamentals match? Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the info for that. I'm gonna get the info for new the new match, which is gonna be Kranis versus Non-Toxic, and I'll lock in. I'll log in, and we should be ready to go here soon anyway. So, and APOC, we'll get you set up on that. So give me just a couple seconds, and I shall return. we are back. And we should, yeah, this match is going to be Kranus Gaming versus Non-Toxic Gaming. Should be an interesting one. I know people from both teams. They're all pretty solid. So it should be interesting to see who wins. I'm interested to see if people keep playing Roxy, because I'm pretty excited about that. Really just to learn the character. I get really excited about new characters, and honestly, this is going to sound dumb, but her skin's great. Because I'm a Sherlock Holmes nerd, so I kind of dig it. Let's see, might be too much. Turn it down just a little bit. But we should be ready to go here in a second. Alright, looks like we've got everybody in. And we can get started. This one's going to be interesting. Up to this point, Non-Toxic has not been able to participate in our league. We're excited to have them. It's rough going up against the people that won last time, but it'll still be fun. Should be a good game. Superman is out because Superman sucks. Like, not in a bad way. He's really good, as long as you're not playing pretty much all the characters I play, because he makes it impossible, really impossible to do anything. It's not even a character design. It's the people that play Superman. I mean, if you're example, you're rolling Natalia, your momentum's good. You lay down a combo, you ult, you got everybody lined up, and then some interesting person on Superman rolls up, pushes everybody out of it and out of your range. It's amazing. It's so great. Yeah, so I typically have to pick a totally different character or character set whenever somebody's playing Superman, which, I mean, that shouldn't be the case for any character. But, you know, nobody asked me. Alright, so looks like Fundamentals and Team Demons. Alright, so Superman, Lindis, Omen, Flash, Aram, Zennial. Pretty standard stuff. Teamy gets picked first, as he generally does. Chognar. Aw. Chognar. Do it, man. Pig Chog. Yeah, there it is. Yes. See, I'm excited already. Can't wait. Malik is a strong choice. Alistair. I like it. I've had Alistair for a long time, and I've used him 0 times until about a week ago, and I think I've played about 30 or so matches. I got like a 65% win rate. Like he's currently he's strong. The ridiculous amount of CC really, it can be brutal. It's less. I mean, Scud definitely helps with that with his movement. Chognar, I mean, definitely helps with that. But they can't be everywhere. So I think Alistair could be a pretty big component of that team as long as he's in the right place at the right time. Oh yeah, that really balanced the team out really well. Nice team build. We've got the dual support, it looks like. Maybe on the side of Krana's. I don't remember who picked Scud in the previous match. I know Doze had teaming. I mean, those are both interesting picks. Also interesting. All right, Baldum. So Baldum, who, if you have not seen much of him since he came out, can do a tremendous amount of tanking. He's tricky to build correctly because he's better at building armor, so you have to kind of build him in such a way that you're able to take advantage of the bonus he gets to damage for armor and still stack magic defense so that you can kind of be an all-around tank.
10 seconds remaining.
I like both team builds though. I'm curious to see what the Chognar does, because he's great. Oh, and even better, Chognar's using the good skin. And it turns out Iron Gladiators decided an hour and 9 minutes into the tournament that they could not be ready this time. Now, this is not anyone from Iron Gladiators telling me this, but someone messaged me telling them that Iron Gladiators could not make it. Somebody just sent me a message. Has Iron Gladiators said anything about showing up or not? No one from Iron Gladiators has contacted me. But moving on. Okay. So we're rolling through. We got a nice spread coming from the Kranis side. I got Scud on side A, and everyone else pushing the red buff, and they're obviously going to get that. We got a pretty hefty chunk headed north, or heading into their red. Alistair just throwing out a little bit just to kind of scare them off, and it does. They don't get the rest of the jungle. They just got that one. I mean, they got the buff, but it still counts. Yeah, KZ does have 2 Conquerors on their team. Well, they're Masters. I think one's a Conqueror. And there's that Alistair wrecking shop. He's gonna. No, I thought they would have taken that Baldum, but they weren't able to. Still, Rourke is bouncing around but he stays at a safe, not so safe distance. And we get a little bit of minion action going in. Crixie is going to do a little bit of pushing toward that tower, but actually stay at a safe distance. Malik versus Scud. You know, 2 weeks ago, I would have laughed and expected Malik to just destroy him. But here recently, Scud is just terrorizing people. Here's a fine example of that. Well, I mean, and Rourke was there to back him up. But non-toxic, taking the Abyssal. We're 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I mean, they're moving pretty clean, but we get a little pushback, and that's gonna hurt. They're gonna lose the Abyssal. Yeah, that's. Oh no, non-toxic gets the Abyssal, even with all that push. But they do take a few deaths. So the gold, there is a bit of a gold disparity there, and Rourke is taking the jungle. It's going to make it tough. We still got a pretty solid amount of push ability for KZ on that bottom tower, and the bottom tower is going to go. Malik is retreating. Whoa, you got a nice little fight going on. Balda misses his ult. Teamy is there. We got enough damage that it's still not going to allow him to do anything but get away. That's a strong push by KZ. I'm liking the Baldum. See Chognar just keeping that push going on bottom. And Alistair just maintaining mid. Looks like top. The Scud. Oh my god. Yeah. Scud is a nightmare. But he dies. Yeah, Alistair's one with that stun. Allows you or your teammates to really lock people down. Which is, I mean, it's super good. Abyssal up in 9. We've got what appears to be a fight. Baldwin throws him back, but Violet takes him out. Alistair is continuing to force them back. We still got large potential for a fight. Rourke was locked down, but the Crixie kind of saved him. Scud's able to just tank, and no one dies except for Teamy. I can't just continue to ignore Teamy. He's amazing, but he does look like a terrible. He just looks terrible. Abyssal's up. KZ is going to move that way. Kind of push him back. The only real damage they've got is going to be Crixie, and she's a. Oh, they miss. Crixie ults. The Abyssal is still fine. Looks like non-toxic is gonna. Oh, that balled him. Yeah, they're so low too. They're just so low. Alistair probably gonna drop his 1 and just stop. Well, but the Chognar was immune, and man, nice job, Chog. We got a strong push in mid. Scud's moving in. Malik is not going to be able to hold that back, and he's probably just gonna. Yeah, he's not going to make it. Or He does make it. Still a strong push towards Slayer, but they push back, or they just walk back up to minions to clear those. And a big, well, it's really just non-toxic. And Chognar. Chognar will die. Nothing really happening up here. Non-toxic is, they're a little bit behind on placement. Like if they had been there 10 seconds ago, they could have cleaned them out, but they were able to get back up by the time they got there. And you know, a lot of the time, well, most of the time that's not your fault. I mean, you can only move so fast and assume where they're going to be. But I mean, both teams with a strong showing. There is a little bit of a differential in gold toward Kranis Gaming, but non-toxic looks good. They're still in a position to win. Baldum ults, man, good placement on that. And outside of the Crixie, no, Malik. Malik is going to be able to do, no. Man, that Crixie just does killer damage. But Airy, God. And Scud sneaking in the back and just taking people out. And he cleans house. That was pretty nice. I liked it. And look at his health. I really need to mess around with Scud. He is strong. He's just not strong when I'm controlling him. We got Malik rushing in. Crixie gets back. Chognar looks like is just gonna draw attention, try to steal that Sage buff while no one's there. Teamy's not feeling it, and he gets back up, but Scud's here, and that could, well, it bought him enough time to get the Abyssal, and they get out. It was that was a really solid bait play. We got a collection of non-toxic guys in mid. KZ is just covering the jungle and just getting gold. We're at about a 5,000 gold disparity toward KZ, which is not, you know, it's not impossible to overcome, but it is strong at this stage of the game. There's about a level and a half difference between the two teams, which is about, I think it's about to show its ugly head once they get the Dark Slayer. And that's what they're doing. While they're focusing on minions, the Crixie and the Chognar are just pushing them back just far enough to make sure that the Slayer doesn't get stolen. They're in, their positioning is pretty fantastic. Mauled him in the jungle. Scud backing him up, covering or clearing that top lane. And non-toxic just trying to poke, get a little bit of damage out. And that balled him. He missed that, but he's good. And Teamy should die. Probably ult, yeah. Chognar is gonna run in anyway. I do that. I like him. But he dies. But yeah, no judging, man. I do that all the time. Speaking of Rourke, maxed out. Get the might buff. He's got all the buffs, which is Rourke with all the buffs is like the definition of toxic. That is toxic. He's gonna go in. He's gonna clear this. He's probably gonna two. I don't know. Yeah, one, two. One. After he blew his ult, he essentially would have two-shot the core because Rourke. That's what he does. All right, so that was it's pretty strong showing on the side of KZ. Both teams had solid builds, but it just seems like at the beginning of the match, KZ just got one foot further, and Non-Toxic was just pretty much spent that match trying to catch up. Which, let's be honest, it happens to all of us. It's hard to make that jump back once you're in that position. Like if you start a match, you know, not that they did, but if you start a match like 0-6 and they're up a couple thousand gold, I mean, you have to perform to make sure that you're able to clear that and get back on track. And that's really what that was. They were both pretty much doing all the right things. Let's see. All right, we're just waiting on the channel invite for that. And yes, someone sent me a message. Am I the organizer for this tournament? Pretty much at the moment, anyway, I'm pretty much doing it myself. And the reason I'm doing this is because as a community, we don't have anything. I mean, Valor Cup was a solid try, but Valor Cup did not meet the needs of the general public from a strong competitive standpoint or from the standpoint of the casual player that just wants to participate in random tournaments and win stuff. You really didn't get either of those from what I had hoped Valor Cup would be. So I decided that if they're not going to do it, I'm just going to do it myself. And so I've kind of brought all this together for the purpose of giving guilds, guild leaders, team leaders, anyone interested in competitive play, a place to go, meet up with other teams, and compete. Whether it's something that we, or I mean, eventually it'll be a we thing, but currently, whether it's something that I set up for PVL or something that's set up, through the PVL server, it's just a hub for the guild community to do that. And hopefully we'll continue to grow, continue to bring high-level guilds. I mean, even the lower tier players. I mean, everyone needs a place to compete. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know about Mastermind, but like I said, we as a community deserve a place to do that. And so I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. If you have any ideas, for the love of God, direct message me on Discord. I need all the help I can get. And no, nothing's stupid. So please send any ideas you have. I will do my best to make decisions that will lead to a better community for all of us. I'm trying to see when this next match is going to start. It's going to be non-toxic versus Kranas for match number 2. They're probably just getting everything organized, putting team comps together. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, if you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. You can just post them in chat, and I'll try to give you a good answer. Thanks, APOC. I mean, that's really all I'm trying to do. Like, a couple people have messaged me and they're like, "Well, what do you get out of this?" And I'm like, if we don't have this, then I don't really get anything out of the game. I missed the match. Shit. All right. I don't know. Huh. Is anybody else streaming it? Yeah, give it to me. In worst case, I can just close out these windows and just post it here so that it can be watched. I mean, somebody else's voice might be way better than mine, and I accept that. Will you link it, APOC? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Make a new scene. It's gonna be great. Called I'm Just Not a Cool Kid. I didn't get invited. You know, I say that as I'm drinking out of the Harry Potter cup. Who cares? APOC, is it Twitch or is it on YouTube? Give it to me. Let's do it. YouTube, sexy beast, APOC. Maybe? No? Okay. We'll just go with APOC AOV. That was the real APOC. That's what it is. There we go. Huh. Thanks, YouTube. No, man. I don't know who that is. Let's just pull this up. Leave it muted. We will. Oh, yeah. All right. We will. Yeah, whatever. We're going to do that. Or I could hit play. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure if we're getting sound. But in other news, thank you, APOC. So, similar bands, Arm, Flash, and Teamy. We've got. Hey! It's APOC!
Alright, so looks like I'm gonna be jumping in a quick unexpected sub jury.
I'm gonna have to.
But we'll see how my team plays and see how our KZ Fox is gonna play today. Love the Heat. And Jerry, if you want to, I'm actually in the KZ channel. If you want to jump in,
Yeah,
feel free to jump into that channel. Okay, I got you up watching your stream, so trying to pull all this together.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, yo, all right, testing. All right, there we go. All right, Dark, what's up? So Dark and Bad Dominican, welcome to the stream, man. So what we're doing today is we're actually in so this is the premier Valor League. So it's kind of almost a grassroots tournament. That's honestly that's very well done, man. So I'm pretty excited about it. Let me know if my music is too loud and all that good stuff. All right. So
I'm just gonna be quiet.
all right, so we already going for a red buff. Interesting. So no invade by KZ. That's interesting.
No, we're not doing that.
Typically, it's very seldom in a ranked match or a competitive match that you're going to see them not go for the invade there.
Let's see. Screen capture.
Rolling with the sud. So they're just checking at this point.
Screen
KZ will take
capture.
solo lane.
Ooh, yeah, definitely not that.
All right, so NTG's managed to clear that jungle. So they're running the slims. Flexing is ridiculously dangerous, not to mention ridiculously good. So with flexing playing slims, I've seen this before. This could be very bad for NTG. Our team, NTG, is still trying to figure out the limits of our heroes. All right, so that's first Abyssal Dragon. All right, so you can already see right now we're getting close to, let's see, 4.75. So we're over 1,000 on gold already for KZ. And so I'm going to be broadcasting, so I will be saying us for NTG. So matches like this are really good because I get a chance to, it's hard building a team. And you will find out that the turnover in esports is really high, man. It's so transient. And so there's so much shifting around. So this is probably one of the most solid crews I have. They represent what NTG's been looking for a long time. It's just a matter of getting them to the playing level of some of the other NTG guys we had before. All right, there we go. They got Doze called out. Doze, oh, they went straight in. They let him get to the back line. All right, Incarnate's down. There goes ADC. All right, and there goes the red buff. And once again, so we're almost up to 3K gold lead for Cranitz. Man, that's ridiculous. Whew. All right, and they're still in the jungle. All right, so Spirit Sentinel, not as much gold, but still every little bit counts. All right, so at this point, you can see KZ has complete control over us. There's nothing we can really do. It's just going to take time. And so if those of you guys, this is not our first rodeo, so we're pretty used to these tournaments. It's just a matter, you got to get the reps, you got to earn your stripes, and so that's going to take a lot of losses sometimes to be able to play at the level of some of these guys. So what I would like to see NTG do from owner perspective is I'd like to see them start. Flexing is the person that you can't let get fed. You just cannot. With Slims and a player of his caliber, once he's fed, we're done. Now I think somebody said they have another Conqueror level guy on our team. I'm not sure who that is, but with 2 Conquerors or 2 Master level ranked guys, that's pretty serious. And you can see right now, Doze is doing such a good job of keeping Flexing like safe and getting Slims farmed up. So you look at the lead right now, so you're almost getting to, what's that, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I ain't the best at math. That looks like 4K, almost 5K at this point. All right, so there it is. So in the jungle, nice setup. This is bad Incarnate. He's going to get hit. Oh, yes. Yes. So you never, ever, 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 ever want to have your ADC going into the jungle, going through a bush by yourself. Never, ever do that. All right. So Peter, all right, that was nice. But see, the thing is, you got no ADC to capitalize. Once again, he gets to Dread. Dread's not gonna be able to pull. Great positioning, man. Oh my gosh, that was really good positioning by Yikes. Hey, you got to give credit where credit due. Very smart play. So he positioned. So Doze didn't have me. Dread didn't have an escape at that point. It's ridiculous. He did not. Well played. KZ team looks good. And I want to get my guys in here, get as many reps as possible against KZ and other teams like this. All right. Okay, and there you go. Oh wow. So completely top dive in the tower. They're playing very, very good. All right, so Incarnate, what he's doing basically, he's trying to grab some farm as much as he can. That tower is going to go down. So I'm not sure about the play from Dread. I don't know if it's even worth. If you're just going to peek out just to get vision on what they're doing, I can see that, but that's dangerous. So now you got Natalia and you got Incarnate up in the top lane. I don't know about this, guys. Where's the protection like? I'm looking now here. So you got Pedo Bear. He's playing Baltimore. He's down there. I don't understand the what we're doing there. Okay, so there we got to pause. Here, guys, and I'll turn this back over. So I am not a professional sharkcast. I'm just telling you, this is, I've watched, man. You sitting in as you watch scrims over and over and over and over. Now I'm very happy. Don't get me wrong. Don't ever think that I'm not happy with the way my team is playing, because this team is so new, man. It's like 5-week-old team. And a lot of these guys have never even hit diamond ranked, or you got maybe 1 or 2 on this team that are hit diamond ranked. So it's really good to see them maturing. So I'm very happy with the progress. It's just that it's just going to take reps. All right, and blue team pause. So that's going to be okay. That's going to be on the KZ side. And guys, and as soon as I finish this over, I'm going to turn it back over to Jury. So I'll post the stream for if you came in from my side of it. I'm going to turn it back over. It'd be nice if we were on Twitch, right, Jerry? And Jerry, if you want to jump in here, man, I'm in on the KZ server, so you can jump in the room with me on the KZ server, because I'd love to be able to get your feedback here. It's going to be a little delayed, but I would love to hear your feedback, man. So first of all, it'd be nice to meet you formally. All right, so they're camping here, and they're going to try to defend. But the problem with a 7,000 gold lead, it's not much you can do at this point. So Baldum, I'd like to see Baldum. All right, see that damage right there. I would like to see Baldum be absorbing all of that damage. Mid-2's taking a little bit of damage. And see, Natalia's got to pull out. So he's in back line. Now somebody's got to pull, like Pedo. Nope, that's not good. Pedo's gone. Dredge down. All right, so Fleet. All right, okay, all right. So they managed to get one. SFP, I think, was a little bit slow in the rotations. That's my impression. So, all right, so they're gonna dive this hour. Now, what I typically do, so like in competitive, you definitely want to. You see the Dark Slayer is sitting up. So what I would expect is that with this amount of kills, you go ahead and you pull back and you go ahead and grab Dark Slayer at this point. But they're just, I guess at this point, they feel like they have enough of a lead that they can just tank it. But that's what my call would have been, to go ahead and take the Dark Slayer. All right, so they get another tower. That's good. All right, so now we're going to be able to gang up on that's what they stayed too long. But see, not enough CC. All right, so NTG can't chase that, but they're done. They can't fight that. So that's 2 down. But they're going to heal up probably in jungle. Let's see, he's going to recall. Yeah, those he can't heal up. He can't use lifesteal or anything like that. So Potato is there. All right, coming around SFP. All right, so now there's reversal. Now the thing is, for my team, we've got to survive until 15 minutes at least. So this is all about us surviving 50. But you know what? Our team should have taken the Dark Slayer. I absolutely would have asked them to take the Dark Slayer. If I was in the channel I was coaching, I would say, you got 2 down, they're hurt, take the Dark Slayer because you need it. So they should have pushed all the way immediately, made that call. Somebody stay back, clear wave. So now they're low health, so everybody needs to go back in and heal up like ASAP, because what they're going to have a full team push, and now what's going to happen is Kranis is going to come in. I'm sure Kranis and Flex and those guys, they're going to pick the Dark Slayer. They're going to take this. Oh, they're going to hang around. They're just going to hang in bot lane. Nobody cares about the Slayer. I think that was our opportunity to get a little bit of extra defense, but we'll see.
Yeah, and also if you take the Slayer,
there you go. What's up?
It gives you the ability to push that much further without having to risk depth.
Exactly. I mean, the format that I found works best is you're going to go ahead, you get 2 kills, and if it's anytime 7, 8, 9, or 10 minutes, you go ahead and grab Dark Slayer buff and use that to push and dive. And I'll give credit to Brown Bag. That was Brown Bag. I saw it on one of his videos a while back, but he is absolutely spot on. And so what they're doing is now, so we're messing up right here. So they're on Zenio. They should not be on Zenio. Flexing is who you wanted. The Slims was back there. So if you have 3, you had a 3-on-2, they needed to push past. If they were going to engage, they needed to push past all the tanks, straight on to Flexing with everything they had and kill Flexing. Take the Slims out, then you can wipe the whole team. So now what you see, all right, there's KZ rotating back for the Dark Slayer. We should have taken that. We're giving that to them. And you look at Slim. So Slims is so fed right now. Look at this. He's doing about 17. No, that's the Slayer damage. I wish I could see what kind of crit Slim was doing. I bet he's probably, no, there he is. He's doing, oh, look at that crit of 26, 46, 20, 22. So now he's got the Slayer buff. This is going to be bad. That's almost, you can't defend that at this point. If Slim gets to hit anybody, that's going to melt tanks. That's going to melt everybody. All right, okay, KZ's doing something very smart. So you don't want to have 5 people stacked up, because that means defense is just going to stay stacked up against you, right? So NTG, what we got to do is we got to like help. We got to absorb and peel, absorb and peel, absorb. All right, so you see Incarnate went to the back line. Okay, we managed to wipe one. Mike with Dark Slayer, but look at there. All right, there's the pop. He's in back line now, and KZ's going to push in. They're going to get to the ADC. ADC's out. That is GG. Seen this too many times. Where's the waves? All right, as soon as the wave, do we have any waves pushing up? So all the way, and see, this is where Kranis could have done something a little bit better, is they probably need to push the rest of those waves in. But I think Slams, if he can get, that's enough for Slams right there. He can auto this to death. That's GG. No. I don't. So Slim's he's just going for the kill, man, because he could have done that all by himself. So, all right, Pito. Now Pito's got to be smart. You don't want to just go in there as a tank and just get melted. The play is for Slams. I can't believe they didn't close this out. That should have been GG all day long. All right, so SFP's taking damage to Killgrove. Problem is, where's Slim? See, that's where they're messing up. Slims is still back there. Nobody touching Slim. You got to get Slim or that is game. And that's over. That's it. I'm still like shocked that they're taking this on to close out. Okay, there we go. All right. And Jerry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post in my stream for anybody that came in from my channel to send it back over to your channel, okay? And I'm going to shut my stream down.
That's cool. I mean, either way, man, I don't mind.
No, man.
I just And we should be back up for the final match. let me make sure that I've got the correct info. Otherwise, I will not be in it. So let's see. Alright, so back to this. Looks like Kranas is going 2-0 for the second match in a row. Need to try to catch up with the guys from the fundamental group and see how they're doing against Vini Vidi Vici. Chewy is going to stream that on his channel. He should have a link for me here in a second, and I will post that. I'm gonna shut this one down, but as soon as he goes live, I will post that information in the PBL channel. Everybody hop on there and watch. Everybody hop on and watch the match there. For anybody that's not familiar with PBL or anything that we're doing here, we are basically a hub for guilds to catch up with each other and play competitively at whatever level you are. Whether you started yesterday, started a team, and you want to play, you're welcome to join. If you've been playing together for 20 years on a bunch of different games, we want you to. Anybody from any guild is welcome to join the community. If you're looking for a guild, we obviously have quite a few who are very interested in bringing in new blood. APOC made it a point to say that a lot of the guys that are on the NTG team here are newer than a lot of their guys, but they're good. They play at a high level, and they're progressing well. So that's good news for everybody. As long as we as a community are getting better, learning from each other. There is a Twitter account. It is Premier Valor. If you just search Twitter for Premier Valor, and just because some people had some issues with that, Premier is spelled Premiere, and then Valor. But yeah, there is a Twitter account. I'm going to post the stuff for that I'll post it again in the PBL channel, and the last match I believe for today is going to be the rest of Vini Vidi Vici versus Fundamentals, and then so we've got, let me just log this real quick. Got 2 for Kranas, makes them the winner. 0, we'll just say 1, I guess, since Iron Gladiators was not able to compete. So winner of the Vini Vidi Vici and Never Lucky are going to basically fight the EDP 445 groups. I'll link it right here. And actually, if you want to laugh at me, I don't even use Twitter. I don't get on it. It's like a new experience for me. I don't even think I have one. No joke. I probably do, but I seriously doubt I even know what the login is. Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up in just a second once I close this down. I just want to kind of finish everything up. But anyway, the winner of that, we'll fight EDP 445, and that will be the end of today. I will, if I'm able to get in on that final match, I will just hop on and I'll probably just do that. I'll post some information in the PVL server if I go live again. But if not, thank you guys for tuning in. Even though we had some technical difficulties, APOC jumped in and really helped carry it. So thanks to APOC. Thanks to thanks to all the guilds who are participating. If you are a guild member of a guild that is involved and you're not on any of the teams, you're important too. Everybody on every team builds those teams up, and eventually we'll join a team. But like I said, we are here to allow the opportunity for everybody to meet up and do that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys staying up with what we're trying to accomplish here, and we'll see you soon.